Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're jumping straight into the NTI E-1W-D environment monitoring system.
Mhm.
And our mission here is really to understand how this device is built for, well, for extreme resilience in places with zero supervision.
It's basically the digital insurance policy for your most critical remote hardware.
Right.
What's really fascinating is how it approaches protection. It's not just, one thing. It's a complete package. We're talking temperature, humidity, even the presence of liquid water.
And that's on top of physical security like intrusion and smoke.
Exactly, and power status. The bottom line is if the environment fails, the system knows about it instantly.
And when it knows, it tells you. The alert mechanism seems built for maximum reach. If a sensor threshold is crossed, boom.
Yeah, you're getting notifications across, what, 4 channels?
Yeah.
Email, the web page itself?
And SNMP for your network management tools, plus even SMS messages through an email gateway.
Right. So let's talk architecture, because the backbone for all of this is the one-wire sensor interface.
For those of us who aren't hardware experts, what is one wire?
Think of it as an incredibly efficient digital highway. It lets you send data over minimal wiring across really, really long distances. And this system, the E-1W-D, supports up to 24 of these single reading sensors.
Okay, and this is where I saw something that, it made me pause. The sensor mathematics.
Ah,
A
yes.
single physical sensor that measures, say, temperature, humidity, and dew point.
It counts as 3.
It counts as 3 separate sensors against that system limit.
Exactly. That's crucial because it really makes you prioritize what data you need. If you load up on those 3-in-1 combo sensors, your physical device limit drops to just 8.
Wow. And how do you connect them?
It's just standard telephone-style RJ11 connectors.
Yeah.
And you can daisy chain them for, incredible distance up to 600 feet on each of the 2 connectors.
600 feet.
And they're hot pluggable. The system just detects them automatically. It's a huge time saver.
So that flexibility really defines how you deploy it. Let's move on to the intelligence. We know it sends alerts, but it's smarter than that.
It is. You can configure up to 32 independent alerts. But the real game changer is the smart alert.
Which only fires when multiple things go wrong at once.
Yes, exactly. It helps prevent what we call alert fatigue. It stops unnecessary panic by saying, hey, it's only a real emergency if the temperature spikes and the main power drops.
And it watches the network, too.
It does. It can ping up to 4 external devices, like routers or servers. If they don't respond, it fires an alert, so you get a full health check.
That's robust. And speaking of robust, the power management is next level. The standard model has dual redundant DC power.
It does, and it's smart enough to automatically pull from whichever source has the higher voltage with 0 interruption.
So that's 2 layers of protection. But the E1WP variant adds a third.
A third, right. That's power over Ethernet, or PoE. You can power this thing right off your network switch. You don't even need a wall outlet nearby.
And the data itself is secure.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
HTTPS with AES 256-bit encryption. For bigger setups, it integrates right into things like Nagios with SNMP, and the JSON API makes it super simple to pull raw data for custom dashboards.
So what does all this robustness actually mean for, the user?
It means you're installing something that's built to last for decades. It's perfect for IT closets, cold storage, really any high-value unmanned area.
And the operating specs are pretty wild.
They're seriously impressive.
Yep.
It runs from -4 to 167 degrees Fahrenheit. And the MTBF, the mean time between failures, is 703,871 hours.
Which is, what, over 80 years?
Over 80 years of expected operational life. It's the definition of set it and forget it.
Incredible. So that brings us to our final thought. Given that insane power redundancy, the 600-foot sensor lines, and that military-grade encryption, how could you repurpose a system like this, one that's designed for IT rooms, for something completely different? Say, a remote scientific research station in the high Arctic, totally off-grid. Think about the security and logistical value of having that kind of encrypted data stream coming from a place where physical access is nearly impossible. We'll leave you with that to chew on.